All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving into the world of parenting plans today.
Yes.
And we are going deep, specifically on how to build in flexibility.
Very important.
So if you're co-parenting out there, this is something you're going to want to pay attention to.
We do.
We've got a study here about how families actually implement their parenting plans.
Yes.
And how flexibility plays a role in that. So we're going to be kind of weaving those two things together to give you like a really well-rounded view of how to approach this whole flexibility thing.
Well, and I think it's such a good point to dive into, because a lot of times when people are creating these parenting plans, it can feel very set in stone, you know, very black and white, and it's hard to...
Like a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is very much a legal document, but the reality is life with kids is anything but.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
Black and white.
Yeah, no kidding. And I think that's where the whole like conflict can come in.
Exactly.
Because if you have this very rigid plan and then life throws you a curveball, as it always does.
Always.
You're kind of stuck.
You're button heads.
Yeah. And everybody loses in that situation.
Absolutely, especially the kids. Yeah.
So how do we plan for the unexpected?
Well, so that's what this whole idea of flexibility is.
Okay.
You know, couples who include specific clauses for how to handle changes.
Like what kind of changes?
Like schedule changes, you know. Work stuff comes up. So somebody's got to work late.
Yeah.
A kid gets sick. You know, any of those.
Right, like all the everyday stuff.
All the everyday stuff, exactly. Those couples...
reported way less stress and disagreements.
Makes sense, right? Because you've already kind of like pre-negotiated.
You've got that escape hatch.
Yeah.
You know, you're not starting from scratch when something comes up.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So what are some practical strategies or things that people can actually write into their agreement?
Having agreed upon notice periods.
Okay.
For adjustments. Like, let's say you need to switch the schedule or something. You agree on like a 24 or 48 hour.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know, heads up so everybody can plan.
Right. Get the babysitter or whatever it is.
Exactly. And I love that you said plan, because it really is about thinking ahead. And then the other thing that they emphasize is regular check-ins.
Oh, interesting.
Not just when...
like planned.
Yeah, just like...
like put it on the calendar.
Exactly. Like put it on the calendar.
Okay.
Because so often we wait until something's a problem, you know, but it's like taking your car in for maintenance.
That's such a good analogy.
You know, you don't want to wait till it breaks down on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So
it's funny because we plan so much for when kids are little.
Oh, yeah.
What time they go to bed and all that stuff. And
all the routine.
Then they get older and it's like...
it all changes.
When would be a good time to do those check-ins?
Natural times to revisit the plan. Like, you know, moving from elementary to middle school or middle school to high school.
Right, because everything's changing anyway.
Exactly. Schedules are changing, needs are changing.
Yeah.
The whole dynamic is different.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've planned for the unexpected. We're checking in regularly.
Right.
But what about like true emergencies?
Oh, yeah, the what ifs.
Yeah, like what if you know something happens and you absolutely cannot fulfill your part of the parenting plan?
Right. Well, this is where backup plans are crucial.
Okay.
And one really important concept is, a first refusal.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah.
So basically, if one parent can't care for the child during their scheduled time, the other parent gets the first right to step in.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Before any other arrangements are made.
I hadn't really thought about it like that, but it makes total sense.
It keeps that consistency, you know?
Keep it within the family.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And then, of course, you know, we can't talk about flexibility without talking about communication.
It's all about communication.
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's like the
foundation.
Yeah, the key to pretty much all successful relationships.
Yeah. And especially when you're talking about co-parenting and needing to be flexible. It's about keeping each other in the loop. Being proactive about potential changes and approaching these conversations with a collaborative mindset. It's really the little things that build that teamwork.
Yeah. So to kind of recap here.
Yes.
We've got planning for those unexpected changes, scheduling those regular check-ins, like put it on the calendar.
Yes.
Establishing those backup plans so you're not scrambling in an emergency.
Right.
And then above all, open communication. That seems to be like the golden thread through all of this.
It is. And I love that you brought that up because this got me thinking, like, how can we apply these principles, not just to co-parenting,
but to other areas of our lives as well?
Oh, that's a good point.
Where that flexibility and that communication are really key.
Yeah, because it's a mindset, it sounds like.
It is.
More than just like a set of rules. So I love that. And I think that's something for everybody to kind of think about as they're going forward and creating their own parenting plans.
Yeah.
And just remembering that a little give and take can go such a long way.
Absolutely.
In creating a smoother, less stressful
for everyone
experience for everyone, but most importantly for the kids.
The kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
For joining us on this deep dive, and we will see you next time.
See you later.